The Toyota Slow Coma and the Chevy Wokerado with their stupid 4-cylinders cannot even compete with the Ranger Raptor. I'll include a link to the Carl Malone Ford's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Ranger Raptor. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. Under the hood is a turbo V6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic. Fuel economy 16 around town, 18 on the highway, with power outputs being 405 horsepower and then 430 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now you can see the hood is raised there on either side, and you get the little vent pieces at the top. Pretty cool looking C-shaped headlights, and the lights themselves pretty darn bright. Got the chunky Ford logo there. This also comes with fog lights, recovery points, and underbody protection. Altogether, it's a good looking truck. Now this comes with KO3s from the factory. They're 33 inches tall. You can fit 34s on this with some slight modification, I suppose. But yeah, I do like the satin gray there with the wheels. Just like other Raptors, you got bigger fender flares and fenders. You can see the venting there. We've got the giant side steps too. This does come with live valve Fox shocks. It's coil sprung in the rear. And you can see that it's the bigger cab that you can get in the Rangers and then the shorter bed. When it comes to key fob features, we've got the Raptor logo there on the back. On the front face, we have our lock, unlock, and remote start. Now popping into the bed, the tailgate is dampened, so slow lowers. There's also a ruler on the back. We've got an outlet in the bed, and then you can see it's painted. No bed liner with this, which is a little bit sad. But the tailgate is very light to lift up. Got the Ford logo there, and then you can see the Raptor logo. And I do like the taillight design on this too. Just like the front bumper, you've got an off-road bumper in the rear, recovery points, and then dual outlet exhaust tips, and it does have a nice rumble to it. Pretty cool for a V6. That will cap things off for the exterior on this Ranger Raptor. This week's giveaway makes my Jeep look lame because it is a supercharged Rubicon 392 that is fully decked out, producing 650 horsepower. Now, not only can you win this Rubicon 392, but part of the giveaway is also $26,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes. And not only that, your donations go towards helping children's and veterans charities. So use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4x bonus entries. Let's now pop into the interior. I think this trim is really nice. It's easy to clean. It's supposed to be more durable as well. And then you got the red stitching you can see here with the red trim on either side too. Now this is a mid-size, so space is not going to be massive, but I still fit back here. Got a little storage pocket too. We've got some more storage space there, USB ports and outlet. And then headroom back here is actually pretty good. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. You've got memory seats with this, and then below that you can see with the window controls. And then we do have power folding mirror function and more of that soft touch trim on the door panel. 1361 for the payload capacity. Raptor there at the top, and then we've got the red trim on either side. A little bit of suede too. Seats are power adjustable with lumbar support. Raptor style with the steering wheel. You've got the Raptor logo at the bottom, marker at the top. Got nice perforated trim on either side, so it's got a good grip. Paddle shifters there on the back. On the front face, we've got a lot of controls. So for the cruise control, volume controls on the left side. On the right side, you've got your adjustment for the steering, the suspension, the exhaust, your custom R mode. Digital gauge cluster in the center, which you can use to scroll through different bits of info depending on what you're looking for. It'll also display a little animation for the different drive modes, and they actually have a little Ranger Raptor for that. This also comes equipped with a 360 camera system. Good resolution with the system itself, but the vertical screen does limit the size of the view. Now as for the rest of the screen, Ford actually does a pretty good job with their screens. They're quick to respond. Everything's nicely labeled. And you do have stuff like the heated seats built into the screen. Just heated seats and heated steering wheel, no cooled seats or anything like that. But I will give them a critique. They do have some off-road stuff built in, so that's your off-road view, which is nice. But yeah, stuff like the off-road cruise control and the diff locks are built into the screen, which is not ideal. They at least give you some physical buttons, so for like the climate and the volume just below the screen. And then you guys can see got a little charging area with a phone charging pad. A little bit of a different shifter with the Ranger Raptor. Got some cup holders. You can see with the parking brake. And then this is the drive line, drive mode select. So you twist for the drive modes. Drive lines, the buttons on top. It does have a part-time four-wheel drive system, but it has auto, high, and low. And then you got shortcut buttons for the parking assist, your stability control, auto stop starts, the off-road mode stuff. And then you can see with the center console. more of that kind of nice durable feeling trim. And then it actually has a top glove box. So one thing I do like about the Rangers is that 6 auxiliary switches at the very top, and then you do have a button for the power sliding rear glass. 58,160. Let's see how the Ranger Raptor performs. Ranger Raptor. Leave it up to Ford to, you know, in the off-road segment, do the thing that everyone else should be doing. You know what? I'm giving Toyota and Chevy a lot of crap, but at least they have a mid-size pickup truck. I mean, Ram doesn't even have a mid-size pickup truck. Yeah, you got the Jeep Gladiator under the Jeep brand, but it's kind of its own little thing. And so, you know what? Chevy and Toyota, good on you for actually building mid-size pickup trucks. But seriously, stop with the stupid turbo. I mean, here's the deal: is I'm okay with the turbo 4-cylinder in a mid-size. The Ranger Raptor, or not the Ranger Raptor, the Ranger has a turbo 4-cylinder as its base powertrain. I don't have a problem with it. My problem is no V6 offering. And the thing is, both manufacturers have V6s. Gotta love that power and the sound. Both manufacturers have V6s. Toyota has a 3.4 that would fit in the Tacoma. It's gotta fit in the Tacoma because they put it in the GX, and the GX is the same platform. Chevy has cool turbo V6s from Cadillac. I just don't. Chevy confounds me because, like, there is so much cool stuff that they have developed under the Cadillac brand, and they don't share it. Like, somewhat, but not really. It's like, why did you spend all that time researching and developing that, and then you don't put it in the other cars? Like, that just seems like a waste of money. But this is nice. The Fox shocks, the live valve, it's comfortable. You do get a bit of wind noise. It doesn't have insulated glass or anything like that, just regular windows, so you do get a bit more noise, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, this is smooth, it's quiet, for the most part. Great power. You know, obviously full-blown acceleration is fun, but then also just partial throttle, and this thing can get out of its own way. No problem. Now, independent front suspension, mid-size, so let's see if it can, it's got a pretty good turning radius. Definitely feels boosted. This is such a nice package. Does need rock rails. I don't know why they don't do sidestep rock rails like what's on the Bronco Raptor. They have the technology, so they should give that to the Ranger Raptor. And you can do a Ford Performance tune with this to give you more power. Like anyone that goes, oh, the Tacoma has more torque. Oh, the Colorado has the same amount of torque. Ford Performance tune, and this thing's got more torque than both of those dorks. So, Ford will continue to sell out with the Ranger Raptor. Toyota and Chevy will continue to, well, especially Chevy, will have to continue to discount their trucks because they just won't do the simplest thing. Put a V6 in your top-of-the-line truck. Offer a V6 as an option. Stop trying to force people into what they don't want. Offer the 4-cylinder, offer the V6, and whatever people take, sell. Like, I feel like automakers have forgotten. Apparently, I've forgotten how to speak, but they've forgotten how to, like, sell cars. They're so focused on. And I understand regulations are crushing, I get it. But they're so focused on that, and they're not focused on selling cars. Work within the regulations, obviously. But also, like, build what people want. So if the consumer wants a V6 midsize pickup truck, if your competitor is selling a V6 midsize pickup truck, and they're crushing it, it's like, chop, chop. Get a V6 under the hood. Sooner rather than later. Or else you're going to continue, because I'll tell you, full-size pickup trucks still have some loyalty. Mid-size pickup trucks, there's no brand loyalty. There is zero brand loyalty. You're not going to walk up to someone and be like, I'm a Chevy guy. I'm only buying Colorados. You'll get that with the Silverado, right? You'll get that with an F-150. You will not get that with a Colorado. You talk to people to buy mid-size and they go, well, see, after comparing features, because they're being smart about this. And I'm not saying full-size pickup truck buyers aren't smart. Let's be clear about that. They are just as smart. But anyways, after comparing the features and the price and this and that, okay, I decided to go with the Ford because it's the best value. That's what it comes down to. So there's no brand loyalty, and I think that's a good thing. I don't think there's, like, I'll close with this. I don't think you should be loyal to any brand. I don't think you should be loyal to any car brand ever. I think that you should buy the car that has, that's what I do, buy the car that has the features that make the most sense for the money. Give your money to the automaker that is making the car that makes the most sense. Don't be like, oh, I've bought Fords for the last 20 years, or I bought Chevys for the last 20 years, so I just gotta buy. It's like, no. If they're not providing you what you want, jump ship. So if Toyota and Chevy aren't giving you a V6, jump ship and buy the Ford.